I just wanted to get your thoughts on the discussion around MTN Nigeria getting listed and the fact that we've only seen 2 companies listed on the NSE this year.
Hello,
well,
we had just about 2 companies listed on the exchange this year, and that's quite very low. Although the market has been the undertone, there's so much undertone that a lot of companies that got listed who had done their private listed through in the time past actually have that reluctance to not to come to the market. But I think with the 2 of them coming around, I think well, it's not too bad, but it's not good enough.
But what about the telcos? The fact that we haven't seen any listed this year. At some point, I thought we're going to get the National Assembly try to compel companies to list. Seems that discussion has died down. Now it's really more of encouraging companies to list.
Well, I believe these things had been having problems right from the beginning, in the sense that it was at the onset that all these regulatory procedures and the requirements for every of such company to get listed on the stock exchange, it was at that time that these things ought to have been put in place. But it has now become a very difficult thing because I think there's a lot of reluctance from the telcos, not only MTN, even the local, which is Glo Mobile. They are very reluctant to get listed on the exchange. And I think the National Assembly may not be able to push it too far because the zeal had already gone down and we are not seeing that steam coming up again.
Okay, let's move on to the markets. GlaxoSmithKline has been in the news recently around rumors that the company actually wants to delist. Can you just update us on what you're hearing around that? Because we've seen that stock price tick up quite a bit over the last few sessions.
Well, the publication they have in the newspaper today is respect to the fact that they want to have as much as 80% of the total shareholding, that is the GSK International. And if they are doing that, they want to they want to buy as much as 321 million shares at the rate of 48 naira from existing shareholders. And I think by stock exchange regulations, before now, there was a requirement that 25% of the float should be in the hand of other shareholders. Although what we are seeing presently is been adjusted to 20%. But I think the destination that they are going is not being announced yet. Because if for any reason at all, I wonder why they want to come and put in so much money to acquire such and just do it for fun. So invariably we are likely to see a situation whereby they will go the way that Nigerian Bottling Company went.
Right.
Now, presently, Nigerian company has already NBC has already delisted from the Nigerian from the list of stocks on Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
And that is most likely to be what GSK is going to do.
Well, what I'm hearing is that they will spend as much as $1 billion to get that transaction going. So is that a disappointment for you, the fact that we're seeing some of these multinational companies delist from the market? Clearly, the likes of Nestle Nigeria, Nigerian breweries are the companies that really, if you like, add the vibrancy to this market outside the banking sector.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. In the food and beverage sector, the Nigerian Bottling Company was a very key stock in that sector, and they got delisted. Now in the healthcare, GSK, which is the best in that sector, is going. And we are likely, as we are hearing, going to see more of this coming up. It is a very great disappointment and is something that may actually bring a setback to the market.